So, you want to make some real money, but you feel like you're drowning in textbooks, right? Yeah, you're not alone. Let's figure out how you can actually study and make a decent income at the same time.
I mean, let's be real. You're probably on a super tight budget, cramming for exams. Maybe your diet is 90% instant noodles, and you're starting to ask yourself, is all this stress even worth it?
Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to break this whole thing down, from using the internet to using what you've already got, and even some old school tricks with a new twist. By the end, you'll know exactly how to start your first income stream.
First things first, let's just get real about the money problem. I want to look at some numbers that show why feeling stressed about cash as a student is, well, it's completely normal. And honestly, it's totally justified.
Okay, this is a bit of a reality check. Take a look at this. Studies are showing that a whopping 41% of grads end up in jobs that don't even need their degree. And get this, for almost a quarter of them, the degree actually ends up being a financial loss. It costs more than they ever make back from it. Crazy, right? So, with all that uncertainty, what can you do to protect yourself? Well, the answer is actually to start thinking like rich people do. The huge majority of millionaires don't just have one job. Nope. 65% of them have at least 3 different streams of income. And the good news is that's way more doable for a student than you probably think. Okay, so where do you even start building these income streams? Let's dive right into our first category, hustles you can literally start from your dorm room. All you need is a laptop and an internet connection. These are super flexible, low-cost ideas that are pretty much perfect for a student's crazy schedule. All right, first up is something that is just blowing up right now. Seriously. And the best part? It has 0 startup costs. You don't need any special gear, just the phone that's probably already in your hand. So, what is it? Think of it like the modern version of those old TV shopping channels, but it's all on TikTok. It's a huge opportunity. If you just focus on popular stuff like beauty or personal care, you could easily be pulling in hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars a month, all from your phone. And getting set up is ridiculously easy. It's literally just 3 steps, and you do it all on your phone. You download the Seller Center app, you upload your product info, and you hit submit. That's pretty much it. All right, let's look at 2 more heavy hitters you can do online. On one hand, you've got drop shipping. This is cool because you get to run an online store without ever touching the inventory. You just market the products, a supplier ships them, and you aim to make a nice 20 to 30% profit. Super hands-off. Now, on the other hand, if you're more on the creative side, there's language dubbing. This is where you help creators reach a global audience by doing voiceovers in different languages, and it pays well, like around $48 an hour. Okay, let's shift gears. Our next section is all about using what you've already got. We're talking about turning your own assets into cash. These are the low-effort, quick-win options for when you need money but don't have a ton of time. Seriously, imagine this. You've had a long day of classes, you're back in your room, and you're getting paid just to chill and share your thoughts. I'm not kidding. Companies will pay you sometimes up to $250 for a single 1-hour session just for your opinion on their products. It's maybe the easiest money you'll ever make. And then there's this one. I am willing to bet that if you walked over to your closet right now, you could find at least 5 things to sell. Come on, we all have clothes just sitting there that we never wear. That's not just a wardrobe, that's cash just sitting there, waiting for you. But a quick word of warning here, and this is super important. You have to watch your costs. I know a story about someone, Millie, who sold a dress for $5. Sounds okay, right? But then it cost her $4 to ship it. She went through all that trouble to make a single dollar. Don't be like Millie. Always factor in your costs. All right, now let's talk about some old school ideas, but with a new school twist. These are classic jobs that you can give a modern upgrade. Now, they might take a little more work, but the payoff in skills and income can be huge. Okay, think about those kinds of boring businesses you see everywhere. You know, laundromats, self-storage places. A lot of times the owners aren't super tech savvy. That's where you come in. You can offer to modernize their business with simple stuff, like online booking or automatic billing. And for doing that, you negotiate a cut of the new money you help them make, say 20%. They make more money, you make money. It's a total win-win. Okay, hustle number 7. I know, you might roll your eyes at this one, the part-time job. But just hear me out for a second. Seriously, getting a normal part-time job is one of the absolute best ways to learn how the real world actually functions. Look, my first job was literally making trash cans for less than $2 an hour. It was not glamorous.
But you know what? It taught me about resilience, about responsibility, and the real value of a dollar. And it's not just me. A friend of mine, Daniel Priestley, now a multimillionaire, he got his start working at McDonald's. These kinds of jobs, they build character in a way nothing else can.
So there you have it. That was a super quick tour of 7 really different, really powerful ideas. Let's wrap this up and talk about the big takeaway here.
So just to recap, here's your new hustle toolkit. You've got TikTok Shop, drop shipping, language dubbing, focus groups, selling your stuff, modernizing a local business, and yeah, even a good old-fashioned part-time job. 7 totally different paths. But here's the most important part. No matter which one you pick, this is about so much more than just making cash. It's about building resilience, responsibility, and real-world skills. You're building experience that makes you a way more valuable person, a way more employable person, whether you have a degree or not.
So we've laid it all out for you. The opportunities are there. The only question left is, which stream are you going to build first?